I guess.
So don't forget, you are the one that you are the one that you are the one that the weapon are the target.
All right, everyone. Or actually, me. I don't know if anyone's watching this, but I wanna check something out. Let me just. No. This. Blank. I always had a problem with. Oh, here I am. I am there. With the chat. Anyway, I don't know. How's the audio? I guess it's pretty cool. Let me just test it out. Just to... Yeah, it's alright. Now, today I don't have much to do. I have to do some reading for half an hour. And I have to write for an hour. But I can put that in 3 sprints. So it's gonna take like 2 hours, the whole stream, I guess. Now, I have here the my last things to do today, so I've been kind of nervous of doing this. It's hard to start again, actually. It's been a while, and the more I wanted to do it, the more inconveniences appeared in a way. What can I say? It's how life is. Anyway, I think some of you already saw the video yesterday, or 2 days before that. I think 2 days before that. To where I just don't think I do much stuff. I still don't have a plan because tomorrow is the day in which I have the operation, which is quite amazing. To be honest, I have been waiting for this for a long while. It's actually 7 months since I had this kidney stone. And it was quite a trip, to be honest. But tomorrow, it is the last day in which I will have something related to it, which will be a great way to start the week, I want to say, because it's gonna be a full week in which hopefully I won't have any more pain to worry about. So yeah, that's mostly about it. Now I'm gonna start. I figured I should start already with the reading because it's the easiest part to go. I have just 30 minutes to read in, I don't know. I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna read Meditations of Marcus Aurelius again. It's a book I've enjoyed a lot this period. Trying to finish it was quite the struggle, as more and more things came in my way, but I still managed to finish it. Now, I don't enjoy the fact that I haven't taken real good care of it, and there's a lot of... You can see during my periods in which I did stuff, and then I stopped reading, in which there's oily sides to it, coffee and stuff like that. Because one morning actually, I was quite drunk. I said, come on, let's just go and read, because the sun is quite beautiful. I haven't seen a sun so warm in a long while, so I said I'm not gonna go home and sleep. I'm just gonna go somewhere and read. Total failure, by the way, total failure, because I started reading, couldn't concentrate on one word. It was an interesting experience to do if you're feeling adventurous one time, to when you're face drunk, to try and read something, especially something as philosophical, let's say, as it's not philosophical, but stoicism, because it really hurts you just mentally, knowing that you're doing something that it's not quite required, not quite, what is the word I'm searching for? Not quite recommended, or it is frowned upon to do that. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna start first with the reading part. I'm gonna read out loud, so for 30 minutes, so you can just not watch it. And afterwards, with the writing, I'm gonna do the sprints, and they're gonna be silent, as most people do the sprints, as I'm trying to just get over a block that it's been keeping me on hold for months. And if all things go well, I should be able to return on writing my story on Instagram. Anyway, that's it with the announcement, with what's been going on. And if you want to join me in this time, if you're bored and just want to listen to someone read quite badly. Why is this on category gaming? Why? How is this? On category save. I hope it's saved. I changed it to education because someone's gonna get educated, and that person's gonna be me. Anyway, is the light too? I think it's better this way, because it felt like it was too powerful. Yeah, now I look like a ghost. Anyway, let me just get into this. Start reading from book 7. Actually, I'm gonna switch to the sprint view. It's gonna be a writing sprint, so let me just first search for the 30-minute sprint. 30-minute one. Mother. Oh, this French keyboard chest. Timer. Alright. I guess this is pretty alright. Bam. It is still 30 minutes. Let me just switch it off. So for 30 minutes I'm gonna read. If you want, you could listen, because nothing that is said here is something worth ignoring. Damn, these are some big thoughts here. And by big, I mean long. So, shall I do this? I shall we? I guess there's no music right now going with this, which is pretty alright. Do I want to go back here with this music? Better. Okay, I could put some music, so you know it will be better. All right, so brace your ears because it's gonna be quite bad. All right. Let me just listen to myself a little bit to see how I go with the music. Maybe just like this. Yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, let's turn the timer on. We have 30 minutes of doing this, so yeah, let's play it. Get ready for book 7 of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This is wickedness. This is what you have often seen, and you should have seen and you should have this thought ready to hand against any eventuality. I have seen this before. Generally, wherever you look, you will find the same things. The histories, ancient, more recent, and modern, are full of them. Cities and households are full of them today. There is nothing new. All is familiar and all short-lived. Your principles are living things. How else could they be deadened except by the extinction? Let me try that again. Your principles are living things. How else could they be deadened except by the extinction of the corresponding mental images? And the constant rekindling of these is up to you. I am able to form the judgment I should about this event. If able, why troubled? All that lies outside my mind is nothing to it. Learn this, and you stand upright. You can live once more. Look at things again as you used to look at them. In this is the resumption of life. Oh, I quite didn't get that. So, I'll just read it again until I get that, because sometimes I get them, but I forget them afterwards. So, your principles are living things. Yeah, so far so good. How else could they be deadened except by the extinction of the corresponding mental images? And the constant rekindling of these is up to you. Yes. I got it. They can only be deadened, these principles. They can only be deadened by not existing in your head anymore. So if you're trying to revisualize them over and over, they become living things again. That's what I got for now. I am able to form the judgment I should about this event. If able, why troubled? All that lies outside my own mind is nothing to it. Alright, so this is where I'm having trouble because there are many thoughts at the same time. So I am able to form the judgment I should about this event based on my principles. So if I am able to form a judgment, then why am I troubled about the event? It's just how I'm able to form the judgment. I shouldn't be troubled that I form a bad judgment or a good one. All that lies outside my own mind is nothing to it. Alright, so everything that happens that isn't related to my brain or something that my brain is in control of is nothing to it. Learn this and you stand upright. You can live once more. Look at things again you used to look at them. And this is the resumption of life. Alright, so it's never. I shall never go to bed. Alright, so all that lies outside my mind is nothing to it. Yes, I can dig that, but it's not that easy all the time, really, to live that what lies outside your mind alone. Just try to get into that mind, that other mind. Anyway, it is a good reminder to know that some ideas that you have over something do not have to affect you, because you're not affecting them. Alright, let's go to the third fragment. The empty pomp of a procession plays on the stage. Flocks and herds, jousting shows, a bone thrown to puppies, tidbits into the fish ponds, ants toiling and carrying, the scurries of frightened mice, puppies dancing on their string. Well, amid all this, you must keep yourself tolerant. Do not snort at them, but bear in mind that a person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Alright. So this is basically telling you to keep in mind that a person's worth is not really the worth of what he's associating with, but what he values. So even if he's doing a play on a stage or they're doing jousting, that doesn't mean they value those things. They do them, they might do them because they value some other things, but they're not doing it to obtain the worth of doing those things. But on the other hand, there are those people that are doing the exact thing, just identifying with a thing that's worthy too much just so they can get the same worth from the value itself. If like for example, if gold is valued, just getting a lot of gold would make you valuable, would make people feel valuable, even if that means enslaving people, stealing, or doing things that hurt other people. So that's how you understand a person's worth better. In conversation, one ought to follow closely what is said. In any impulse, to follow closely what takes place. In the latter case, to see immediately again. In conversation, one ought to follow closely what is said. In any impulse, to follow closely what takes place. In the latter case, to see immediately the intended object of reference. In the former, to watch carefully what is meant. Yeah, this one I still have problems because with I'm quite connected every time something is said. I'm quite connected to the words. I am trying to watch carefully what is meant, and sometimes I even understand what it's meant, but I'm not sure the one saying the things or I. That's how I'm talking. I'm trying to mean something when I'm saying some things, but it just comes like I'm meaning something completely stupid and not worthwhile, which many people label it that way, but it's alright. I know it's a flaw of mine, that's why I'm reading. Is my mind sufficient for this task, or is it not? If it is, I use it for the task, as an instrument given me by the nature of the whole. If it is not, I either cede the work. If it is otherwise my responsibility, to someone better able to accomplish it. Or do it as best I can, calling in aid someone who, in cooperation with my own directive mind, can achieve what is at this particular time the need and benefit of the community. Whatever I do, either by myself or with another, should have the sole focus, the common benefit and harmony. Alright, didn't get this one. I kinda got something. I'm gonna read it again. Maybe this time I will read it more proficiently. Is my mind sufficient for this task, or is it not? If it is, I use it for the task as an instrument given me by the nature of the whole. If it is not, I either cede the work, if it is otherwise my responsibility, to someone better able to accomplish it, or do it as best as I can, calling in aid someone who, in cooperation with my own directing mind, can achieve what is, at this particular time, the need and benefit of the community. Whatever I do, either by myself or with another, should have this sole focus, the common benefit and harmony. Oh. So if my mind is sufficient for this task, I should use it as an instrument given me by the nature of the whole. Yeah, I should use all my power to try to do this task, which apparently I'm not doing. I'm not doing it. But if my mind is not sufficient for a task, I either see the work, if it's not my responsibility, only my responsibility, to someone better able to accomplish it. Yeah, that's alright. Or do it the best I can, calling in aid someone who, in cooperation with my own directing mind, can achieve what is at this particular time the need and benefit of the community. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Anyway, the thing is, I should learn to use my mind as an instrument given me by the nature of the whole. I think a lot of us should do that. Alright, 15 minutes remain. 15. How many who once rose to fame are now consigned to oblivion? And how many who sang their fame are long disappeared? That's quite a lot of people that we forget that they existed, and we forget that there are a lot of people who disappear no matter how bright their star burns. And well, even if we want to be a bright star, it will also fade, so it's not that important. It's not that it's not that important. It's not that, I wanna say, difficult to do, since even if you do it, it might still disappear. So I guess that's one thing to take out of it. And do not be ashamed of help. It is your task to achieve your assigned duty, like a soldier in a scouting party. What then if you are lame and cannot climb the parapet by yourself? But this is made possible by another's help. Yeah, so this can be remembered as well, to not be ashamed of help if the help allows you to achieve your assigned duty. Sure, it would be nice if you could do it alone, but you can never do everything alone. At least that's what I noticed. Do not, oh, this is my favorite one of my favorites that I enjoyed a lot. Check this out. Do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it. If that is what you must. Possessed of the same reason that you apply now to the present. Alright, I'm gonna read it again. Do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it. If that is what you must. Possessed of the same reason that you apply now to the present. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna do it one more time because this switching pages, it's annoying. Do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it, if that is what you must. Possessed of the same reason that you apply now to the present. So that's what I learned a lot, not just from here, but from a lot of places, especially when having anxiety, those things, those old good times, that sometimes the future must not trouble you at all, because sometimes you're not even reaching that future that troubles you, and sometimes if you reach the point in the future in which it troubled you, but you're still thinking about the future even if the moment has been reached, which is quite annoying, quite a challenge to try and overcome. All things are meshed together, and a sacred bond unites them. Hardly a single thing is alien to the rest. Ordered together in their places, they together make up the one order of the universe. There is one universe out of all things, one God pervading all things, one substance, one law, one common reason in all intelligent beings, and one truth. If needed, there is also one perfection of all cognate beings sharing in the same reason. Okay, so this is basically everything is connected. What do you call that? Holistic. Yeah, the holistic point of view. So, once again, let me just do it. I'm gonna read it one more time to be sure that I kind of understood what's going on. All things are meshed together and a sacred bond unites them. Hardly a thing is alien to the rest. Ordered together in their places, they together make up the one order of the universe. There is one universe out of all things, one God pervading all things, one substance, one law, one common reason in all intelligent beings, and one truth. If indeed there is also one perfection of all cognate beings, sharing in the same reason. So, yeah, it's basically the same reasoning of all animals, all beings. Like, it's even if we think different than animals, we just don't. We just have more cognitive power, but we think the same because we're all beings, right? All right. Everything material rapidly disappears in the universal substance. Every cause is rapidly taken up into the universal reason, and the memory of everything is rapidly buried in eternity. Whew. Some heavy things, right? So, yeah, everything material rapidly disappears in the universal substance. That's quite true, seeing how much memory gaps we have in our history, and not just our history, the history of the earth. And even old buildings, the first buildings that we have are long gone. Some of them still survived, a fraction of them survive, but just to show that they existed. But mostly everything disappears because no one knows how they do, what made them do those things. Every cause is rapidly taken up into the universal reason. Yeah, so and that's the only reason, it's the universal reason. And the memory of everything is rapidly buried in eternity. Yeah, there is a lot We have 4.2 billion years on this earth, and just have the memory of, I know, I think we have 2000. I want to say 2000, but we don't have 2000. Now we have some memories of more distant behaviors, but that's not something we knew, that's something we remembered. Some of us. Not some of us, some of the scientists. But there are none of us, so that's awesome. For a rational being to act in accordance with nature is also to act in accordance with reason. Which is true. Which is true. Standing straight or held straight. And that's not quite possible with this chair. But, yeah, I should get a new chair. I wanted to get one, but it's quite expensive for its qualities, so no. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, next one. Rational beings Rational beings collectively have the same relation as the various limbs of an organic unity. They were created for a single cooperative purpose. The notion of this will strike you more forcefully if you keep on saying to yourself, I am a limb of the composite body of rational beings. If though by the change of one letter from L to R, melos to meros, you call yourself simply a part rather than a limb. You do not yet love your fellow man from your heart. Doing good does not yet delight you as an end in itself. You are still doing it as a mere duty, not yet as a kindness to yourself. True. It's hard to do good just for the sake of good, and not for the sake of receiving something, or actually for people to do good to you. And, the thing is, you should be the only one doing good as a kindness to yourself, not to expect good in return. Let any external thing that so wishes happen to those parts of me which can be affected by its happening, and they, if they wish, can complain. I myself am not yet harmed unless I judge this occurrence something bad, and I can refuse to do so. Alright, this one is good also, I enjoy this one. Like, let any external thing that so wishes happen to those parts of me which can be affected by its happening, and they, if they wish, can complain. I myself am not yet harmed unless I judge this occurrence something bad, and I can refuse to do so. Ooh. So this is about external thoughts that do not harm you in any way, and already feeling like you're harmed. Just probably some words, probably some events that happened that made you feel hurt. And the curious thing is, when you're feeling hurt, where does it hurt? That's the thing. Because if you're trying to find that out, you'll find out that there is no pain. Just looping, a looping thought inside your mind, just trying to get some reactions out of your mind. It's just kind of cool, kind of interesting. I think that I should practice more. Whatever anyone does or say, again, whatever anyone does or says, I must be a good man. It is as if an emerald or gold or purple were always saying, whatever anyone does or says, I must be an emerald and keep my own color. So yeah, keeping your way, that's the way to do it. Alright, we're gonna take the last one. Kind of long, so let's see, 30 seconds, can I do it? The directing mind does not disturb itself. For example, it does not frighten itself or lead itself to desire. If anyone else can frighten it or cause it pain, let him do so. Of himself, of its own judgment, it will not deliberately turn to such modes. The body should take care, as far as it can, to avoid harm. The sensual soul... Oh, I got so scared. Oh, I forgot it sounds. Oh, this scared me a lot. Oh. Okay, let me just finish up this. The body should take care, as far as it can, to avoid harm. The sensual soul, which feels fear or pain, should say if it does so. But that which makes general assessment of all these things will not suffer at all. It will not itself rush to any such judgment. Of itself, the directing mind is without needs, unless it creates a need for itself. In the same way, it is untroubled and unhindered, unless it troubles or hinders itself. All right. So, what happened here? All right, good. So, what's happening? Hello, Paul. Are you still here? Are you still watching me just doing some reading? Reading, check. I have to continue doing afterwards the, what do you call it? The writing phase. I kinda don't want to, but I have to. I don't have to. I will do it. Why is my mind troubled over all this? I quite don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking about just doing a quick break. See what's going on. I still don't have a plan for when I'm gonna do these streams. However, it's almost 1 hour since I started this, so that's pretty decent. Still have to do 1 hour of writing. I've done 20 minutes of writing today, but it was quite not enough, and I do want to get over this block, which it's quite a thing. It's quite a thing getting into the block zone. But I'm still gonna go and see. I'm still gonna write today, and with nature on my side, with the universe on my side, I should be able to get this block and actually continue the story, because the story got, it didn't get into a bad place, but there's a lot of uniting things going on. There's a lot of history I want to make sure that I don't want to explain, so I don't want to put it in. But there are some other histories that I should. And it just blows my mind. Especially with this life. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a quick break. So I'm gonna let this on. Let me just copy. Where is it? Where is it? All right. Rename. Just talking. All right. Let me just copy it so I can put. No, I just want to copy. Paste duplicate. Where is it? There it is. Name. I hate this keyboard. Have you ever tried an AZERTY keyboard? It's just like, I don't know, it seems retarded, but you have all these new symbols, which is awesome. But the bad thing is, if I try to write a number and use the numbers on the left side where the letters are, it's always gonna give me the symbol. So I have to press the shift button to press the number, but I want to go with the numbers on the right side, which should be helpful to me to not do this mistake a lot. Well, let me just think. Right. Regular. No, let's just find break. But yeah, I still have 1 hour to do, so I can't go to bed until I do that, because all day I've been just avoiding this. Yeah, it looks alright. Come here. Come over here. Yep. Color coding. I'm gonna shut this off. Yep. And I'm gonna let the music on. So I'll be back in like 7 minutes. Let's see you real soon. Yeah, yeah, I'm right. I'm back. All right, so getting some water. I really don't like drinking water lately, but it is what I need to do. It's uh, it's good for the health. And another thing is, sorry about that, is that the curfew has been lifted, so there's no more curfew anymore. So I open the window and everyone's like having a party. Woohoo! Having fun. Miss. I don't miss it that much, but I wanted to have the opportunity to go out and have some really, really nice beers. But I'll see how I'll feel tomorrow. Because after they got the tubes out, I'm still pretty sure I'm gonna pee blood. Anyway, enough about my beautiful story. Should we get into writing? Should I get into writing? I'm gonna do a 20-minute timer because yeah. What is it? Yeah, 20-minute timer, right? Up, 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 up. Okay, let me. All right, I grabbed it. Ooh. So everyone's doing all right. Want to do some sprint? Want to do something productive for 20 minutes because I'm going to actually close the music on this one and put some Mr. Body here. Let me just put the volume down a little bit because last time I got so scared while I was reading. And yeah, I'm gonna start writing. And oh, I so wish that by the end of this sprint I'm gonna be all right. But enough about me. Let's start the sprint in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, so gonna mute myself. written something. I written one sentence, almost two. But it's good because let's see word count. 75. Oh. Attack bravely for someone who chose the solution over confronting. Right, let me think. Just a little bit. What can I say? What can happen? Chance. We call of course. No, not in French. In English, please. Grass. Like the grass. Grass. Where was it? Oh, okay. Is there? Window. I should do the settings. Less light, please. Yes. This is quite better. This is better. Anyway. Yes. Thank you for what? Stand your frustrations. Maybe like that. Anyway, I'm almost done for today. I think I'm good for today. If I can get some writing tomorrow as I did today, that would be awesome. Maybe I should do it in the morning if I can. Because yeah, I am writing, not a lot, but struggling to write more and more. And let's see, maybe tomorrow I won't have anything else to do. So let me just finish this last response to a disheartened companion in the story. I see and understand your frustration. What are you saying? I want to say predictable, but not predictable because that sounds like you're talking down on someone. That's logical as ever. Okay, let me think of a name. What's his name? Room. No. Mushroom names. Kremini. Shiitake. Matic. Hedgehog. Moral. As logical as ever. Logical. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Your frustrations are logical as ever, Marl. See. I need and truly would have been disheartened. Yeah, that sounds good. like he wants to say that he sees that he's thinking differently. He understand what he's thinking and why would he think that. But that's not the case, and but it's alright for trying. Hmm. You. I'm gonna let it that way. It's gonna be it. It's gonna be all for today. Of course, tools. 155? That's pretty good for today. It's not much, but it's honest work, so yeah, I'm gonna end it soon. Actually, I'm gonna end it like right away. Because I gotta go to bed. I have to go. Tomorrow I have this procedure. Afterwards I hope I can pee normally. And drink some beer. Oh, it's gonna be painful, isn't it? But anyway, that's all for today. I've written 155 words. It's more than I thought I would. It's not much, but it's honest work, and it's not quite in the sprint way. And good night, Lee. So yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, it's not a normal way of writing. I never do the normal way of writing, do I? But it's a first draft anyway. It still needs to be edited as much as I can, but I don't know where the story goes yet, so it's gonna be something when it starts. So yeah, that's it. I wish you a good night, a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow or the day afterwards. I don't know. I'm gonna see how the weather is. If I'm going outside, I might not be back for a long, long while with the energy. So this will be it for today. I wish you a good night and have a great sleep and evening, actually. Goodbye, everyone.